Did you think it was?
How you doing? Hopefully you can hear me. I had to change some settings. Yo Jeremy, how you doing? Good play. You've been in every day other than the days that Lex has been here. Yo Alex, how you doing? Kevin, welcome. Googs, Ryan, and of course Matt and Gamer. I saw you there. There you are. Baz, how you doing? Josh, welcome. Lex is an urban legend. You must summon him. No. He's been in and out of the stream this week. Oh my god, usual problem. Full up again. Yo Ricky, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Number plasma impen I don't really want. Starters I mean to go on. Dump the stuff I don't need. Have you ever used Stormfist Monster set? Yeah, of course. I do far too much testing, more than I'd like to admit, so yes, I've definitely tried that many times. Tom, how you doing? Straight in with the beer and the cake. Good job. I need to decon some of this stuff. Don't need 2 of those. Goodbye. Do need that. Do you like Stormfist? Yeah, it's okay. Good recovery, decent damage. Burst to overall DPS. It's not bad. I'm 80% downloaded for ESO. PS4 has been downloading for nearly 4 days. That's why I was late today, actually, because I was downloading an update. What was the update today? It was some thick... Holy shit, we got a first sponsor. Look at that. Matt, Looney, whichever you want to call him. Get that man some cake. What a legend. Sponsor button went on today, and I've got the first one. Have some of that. I'll get you some cake in there as well. Don't know if Captain Jack comes up for that one. You did. You pressed the shiny button, and now you got a little sticker beside your name. Beer and cake, beer and cake. Let me see if I can update that so you get a little Captain Jack thing in future. Look at that. 1 second, let me mess with these settings. There he is, it does come up. Good, we're good. Captain Jack. Matt, basically anytime you speak, you get the little badge beside your name now. Shows your level of importance. Shiny green badge. Means you're one of the VIPs. Hello Zone, I can't stay, so I just came to say hi and good luck with the stream. I would love to watch, but have a busy and hectic morning. No worries, Gustav. Have a good day. And don't worry, the stream will go up tomorrow anyway. I always upload in the day after. Matt got a lot of cake. What do we got here? Yeah, you got a shiny, cool button. You get 2 sponsors, I can edit it and then make it all personal and all the rest of it. Shiny new stuff for the channel. I'm kind of holding on to everything and I really shouldn't. But I can't help it. I'm not going to use that. That's the problem. I'm not actually going to use it. So get rid of it. That I'm not going to use either because I don't like it. Doesn't matter that it's sharpened because everything's sharpened whenever you want it to be soon. So traits are no longer important, I guess. Yo AJ, how you doing? Two-hander bleed set. I tried this. I wasn't happy with it. Really unhappy. I was messing with blood drinkers today, and it boosts the damage of your bleeds by 20%, but only the status effect bleeds. It doesn't affect the damage from the weapon damage bleeds, which is annoying. So like the dual wield, rend and slashes and brawler or whichever morph you have for the two-handed, they don't apply. Really annoyed with that. Giraffe skin and some cake. Last time I pressed the random button, a launch sequence was initiated. You came back down. Or either that or we're getting your messages from up there. Get rid of some of these. Yo, Mystic, how you doing? They fixed the premium XP glitch for random dailies. Gutted. They did. They also fixed the Jeff helmet. For anyone that doesn't know what that is, Jeff is a Daedroth. Any Daedroths are called Jeff. And people were, of course, exploiting their damage because they were critting and basing off of certain passives that they shouldn't be, but they were fixed today as well, which is quite nice. Does it affect werewolf? Yes, because that's an actual bleed from... Actually, wait there. It should. It should. We might have to test that. We might have to double check it. It should. But it's not a status effect, is it? That's built into the light attack. So I opened the crown crate and I got this super cool blue cinch. Nice. Thought you weren't streaming. Was refreshing at 10. No, I'm streaming, but we had a PlayStation update today, so I had to wait for it. And then we had a ESO update, so I had to wait for that as well. Yep, Jeff got reduced back to his normal state. He does a lot of damage, of course, especially since it's fire-based, but he's been fixed. Not nerfed, fixed. He was broken, and people were taking advantage of it. So you've had your fun. Now it's back to normal. I'm keeping those. I only need one, so I could probably get rid of one. I've been farming to test. I ran Salvation 7 Legion at the moment. Salvation I did put on a werewolf. I didn't like it. Only because it didn't seem to overperform versus any other sets on a werewolf. I mean, you get the ulti quicker, but that was it. All good. Hope you're well. Daily VMA was run by me. Got a sharpened two-handed maul today. Very, very nice. That's awesome. A lot of people farmed that for a very long time. You're pretty lucky. See, these traits are not great, but they will be because they can change them. Although I'm not too interested in the set, to be fair. I'm still going to use because Jeff is awesome. That is a very valid reason for doing so. Good job. Stick to it. He's hard as nails. That is a fact. Don't need the helmet like that. Just trying to find a build to use it with now. Use the Tormentor. Use that one. That's on the channel. A lot of fun. I was streaming on Twitch today. No one watched. That's how I started, Baz. And don't do Maelstrom on a stream, because if you do and you're new to streaming, you'll have one viewer, and as soon as you die, they'll go away and they'll never come back. Found that one out the hard way. I don't really want these. Who else is going to jump the tank? Yep, that's true. That's what they need to do. They hump the tank, indeed. They need to position that bloody pet better. Someone needs to start an epic win, fail, RNG, YouTube. You streamed, didn't know that. Oh, you mean Baz? Yeah, of course. Anything game changing this patch? Yeah, loads and loads of stuff. Mystic, you've been here the whole time watching the streams. You asked me that question yesterday. I did a 3-hour stream yesterday, and a day before I did an hour and a half of the patch notes, and then 7 hours plus of the PTS, so there was a lot shown. And nothing's game changing yet because it's not out. But there's some very, very interesting stuff to come if they stick to it. Yep, that's been altered quite a bit so far. Thing is, it is really, really exciting stuff, and there's some really cool things that they're adding to the patch. But just remember, it's not out yet. They can still claw it back and change their mind. Been looking at forum loads of... they always moan about the weapon changes. They always moan about the balance changes. They always moan about everything. People just like to moan. They are good. They're really good. Yeah, a lot of people were complaining about the maul because they only use the two-handed maul for the weapon damage because it has 189 on it. But now you can put a weapon spell damage glyph on it, which is 350-ish. So you win at the end of the day. You're actually doing more damage now, so whatever. And you keep the trait, the enchant, sorry, because it's now a one-piece bonus. It's the first time while I've been excited for the patch, because so far they haven't fucked anything up. They don't generally anyway. Then they balance it really, really well eventually once it actually hits live. It's just the initial, this is what you get, and a lot of people like routine rather than adapting, which means they're probably playing the wrong game. And that instant, this is what's new, scares people. I'm kind of multitasking. All I know is there's a new trial and new weapons. I'm just very worried about my Magplar. Spent a lot of effort on him. Hopefully he doesn't become bad this patch. No, he's not going to be bad. No one's bad. They just alter stuff. New stuff, balance changes to allow the new stuff to work, all that kind of stuff. That was my first stream. I was farming the boss in Mazatan. Nice. Is this still documented? If it is, I'll have a look. Do we have a release date? Not yet. Before Christmas? Yes. Generally, when they do PTS, they normally have 4 Mondays worth of changes. And on the last one, they give you a whole, this is what you're actually getting. So probably 4 or 5 weeks, I would estimate, but I don't honestly know. Get rid of that. I can adapt anyway, no biggie. Then you got nothing to be scared of, have you? I'm going to Sunder Flame Automatons and Crag on my Stam DK. Tried it, very, very nice. It is really strong. Especially if you've got a group of staminas, because then you can buff them by reducing the resists of the boss, which is quite nice. It will change more. There's no way that it's all they are going to miss an opportunity to nerf stam tanks. King, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Search on PS4 and see. Baz, send me a link on PlayStation of your channel and I'll have a look. Not right now, but afterwards. I'm trying to free up some space and I really can't. Any update on when your Standblade build is coming out? PvP one very soon, although unfortunately I was busy today on PTS for the best part of about 8 hours, maybe longer, messing with some other bits and pieces. Leveling up so much quicker now that I changed my PvP Nightblade to PvE. That will make a huge difference because then you won't keep getting kicked out of dungeons. I don't want Sheer Venom shield, do I? No, I do not. Running your PvE Stam DK very powerful. Thank you very much. Which one are you using? The infused one or the newer player one? Do you think they will nerf Asylum weapons before release? They can't nerf something that doesn't exist yet. So that's a bit of a technicality. They're not in the game. They're just suggested. We are getting them, of course, but what is on them at the moment, the stats for them, is due to change, I would imagine. They're not going to just give us a flat setup and then say this is what you're getting. That normally waits till the very end. Same as last time, the Iron Blood set, that came in at a certain setup and then with certain stats, and then they altered it as they went. It's just kind of practice and testing at the moment. Once it's release day, then we'll really know. Will you buy an extra character slot if you do the Warden tank build? Oh, you will? Okay. On my first vet dungeon was Vet Tempest Island, the last boss was an ass. Yeah, that one is. He's a pain. Briarheart Hunt. Oh, I don't want to withdraw him. I want to put him in. New player just because I can't be asked to grind anymore. Been there, done that many times, so as long as it works, I'm all good. Fair enough. I already have, oh, yeah, you're right. I already have a tank. A Warden tank. He's on the channel. If you look up the Atronach, or actually just press on the builds playlist, it's in there. Oh god, I don't have enough room for anything. It was worth the medium divine stone fist helm though. Nice. Fused DK looks nice. Need to grab the weapons before trying though. Any dual wield to do for now. I mean, there's probably no doubt there's gonna be some changes when the next patch lands. But just keep a set of dual wield handy and you'll be all good. I was going to mess with that, but I'm probably just going to dump it. That can go in the bank, so can you, so can you. No room. Do you need an extra character slot? Nope, I've got all of them full. Got dagger and axe yesterday from the same chest. Yeah, you do get 2 dual wield at a time now. Keep hold of them. Xynode just joining what's happening today. Also, before I forget, resent a guild invite requesting ninja cakes on PC EU. Brilliant. I will sort that out after the stream. I was on PC today messing about on PTS. I will get onto the main server after the stream and check the mails and start getting you guys in now that access has been sorted. Magpie main priority, but I really need help on what's good PvP sustained set, or it seems like there's none out there. I'm afraid you have overlooked a couple of sets, 2 stupidly overpowered sets as far as sustain are concerned if you're talking Magicka, and that is the Warlock or the Lich. Both of those are very, very strong. In fact, they stack. Not crafted, is there any point in keeping traits, stones or style things? Yes, because you will be able to change traits very soon and you will need those. Unless, of course, you don't have a crafting bag, in which case you can probably buy them later anyway. Quests, let's get these out of the way. Ruin my RNG before we even start. Where are we? Here we are. Help if I looked at what I had. Helmet, arm cops, braces. They're just super easy to farm. It is indeed. Medium, before I mess it up. How much damage would you do with random gear? Depends what the gear was. Are we talking just picking up stuff off the ground, or random sets that people wouldn't necessarily use? Undead, how you doing? Would literally, you'll be there all day asking a combination of sets, but yes, Mystic, that would work. That would also depend on your CPs and your weight distribution of your gear, whether you're using heavy, light, medium, a combination of them, whatever, which skills you're using. There's lots of variables that would apply to whether that would be any good or not, but do they work as a flat setup combined? Yeah. Yes, the stats are very nice. Just picking stuff up. Max level with CPs put where you really want them. Skills dependent as well. You could probably put out a decent amount. You'd probably get 20-25k out of it if you're max level with just random stuff on. You could probably get 20 easily with random stuff. If you're max level, got max CPs, all that kind of stuff. Because you'll have flat stats from the stuff you're getting. The only things you won't really benefit from is like the extra weapon damage or the extra crit or anything like that, or the 5-piece bonuses. You could probably tank in random gear. I wouldn't advise it for vet content, but you could do it. Quests would be not a problem. Helmet, dagger, pauldron. Mystic, I'm not doing one-to-one build advice on a stream. I have Patreon for that. I can give you a yes or no, but I'm not going to go all the way into it because people pay for that. That wouldn't be fair. Anybody want to farm Sench in here tomorrow? There you go. You got a group there for you if anyone's farming. Is that a costume you're wearing? Yes, it is. Helmet, dagger, pauldron. It is. I've forgotten what it is. I'll show you in a second. Any news on what the new crates are yet? Not yet. Haven't got a clue. No worries, Dragon. You're welcome. Is Spider and Netch still good set combo for Lightning Sword? Yes. Really, really strong. If you're talking about this particular build. Not just for any, because it won't work for everything, but for that particular build, which is now coming, yes. Dagger. That's what I'm looking for. How do I get it? It's awesome. I'll show you in a second. It is collections, appearance. Whoops, wrong one. Costumes. Elven hero armor, which is the costume. The hat's not. That's from Hrothgar. It's a quest line, and you get it from here, I believe. Crown crates. You get gems that you can spend, and it is not this one. That one. I think, yeah, there you go. It costs 100 gems. He's all OP. Still hunting VMA lightning to top it off. Nice. Quests. Clothing's done. Blacksmith done. Woodwork. 2 bows and a shield. Zone chat is right now. It's it's a mess. It's always a mess. People like to shout at each other in local channels. They're peacocking. Whichever one uses the most offensive term is the winner, I think. Stamina. What bonuses do daggers, maces, and swords give? Because I know daggers give more crit. They are in the passives. If you look in here. Twin blade and blunt. Axe gives you the bleed, chance to get a bleed. Mace goes through resistances per weapon. Swords give you more damage, and the dagger gives you more crit per weapon. So that would be 16%, that would be 20%, that would be 5%, and that would be 2.2k almost. What did I miss there? A lot of fun is finding things out for yourself. That's very true. I can answer questions, I don't mind. But I'm not going to give one-to-one build advice in really in-depth detail on the stream because I have another place for that. What am I doing? It's not Rapora. It's not Rapora. It is that one. Wouldn't be the same without zone chat. Everybody for themselves in that plane. That's very true. What weapons do you recommend for a mag DK once leveled? Dual flame stuff is what I use, but that's entirely up to you. They have a massive amount of fire bonuses, and all their skills are basically fire if you morph them for magic anyway, so I tend to use 2 flame staves. I don't need to go to the bank. I need to make potions. Journal, quest. David, how you doing? Alchemy, Essence of Health.
I love winning. Drinks all around.
Now 90, thank you very much for subscribing. Captain Jack is on the run. Welcome aboard. Creation. Potion health, wasn't it? Columbine and something else was the easy option. Done. So you can't build all my characters for me while I play something else. Nope, afraid not. Not what I'm here for. Drew Kingslayer made PvP set. I really like it actually. Drew Kingslayer is awesome. I do use it on one of my PvP builds, and it is nuts. You could use it in PvE if you set yourself up as a bit of a two-handed brawler. That would work. Tricky, but it would work. Zona, hopefully you're not sensitive about boundaries. I'm taking this stream in the shower with me. Turn it up so you can hear it over the shower. Where can I farm to get good armor? Depends what you want to do, Zulu. What kind of thing are you looking for? Magicka, stamina, tank, healer. I didn't make the shoulders. Why didn't I make the shoulders? There you go. Oh, crown gems. Basically what you do is you get crown crates and you get given rewards, and any duplicates you get, they trade them in for what are they called? For gems straight away. But also if you get potions and XP scrolls and all those types of things, they can also be transferred into crown gems also. So that's how you get those. Pray and enter your credit card. Okay, I think I'm done apart from the food. Quests, food. Cheese plate and remorse. Remember those two. I always bugger it up. Magicka. What class are you? They translate across most classes anyway, but what are you? Tell me if you get annoyed about my constant question. Nope, constant question is absolutely fine. As long as they're not as in depth as Mystics was a little while ago, because I can't help with that one. Cheese plate, remembered that. Sort of crit resist should I be going for in PvP? Standblade, you reckon rocking 2.2 at the moment? I normally go about 2.7 and more. How much is your Patreon? There are several different perks for that actually. They start at $1, which will give you access to Discord, so you can talk with me and all the rest of the guys pretty much 24 hours a day. Then there's another one above that which will give you early access to build videos 2 days before they're released. Then there's another one further than that which gives you 1 to 1 hour session, and also, sorry, the one in between that there's another Discord channel where it's basically open mic all day long. So it's a voice channel. Instead of 30 minutes like a month like it used to be, it's now open all the time. High Elf Magicka Templar. Nice. What level are you, and do you have any crafting skills or access to dungeons, etc.? Remorse, where is it? That's what I'm looking for. Start yourself off with a set of Seducer or Julianus if you're quite new. Usually there's people making it all over the place. You can either buy it off the market or just shout out in local that you want a set, and as long as you've got some money on you and some resources, they'll make it for you. What prices should I sell Ebonheart motifs? I have no idea. That's the how long is a piece of string job. Depends on what server you're on. You probably have to find that one out. That's not something I could tell you. Oh, Craglon. Nope, that's back into Gratwood. I forgot to take part in the IC event. Fair enough. Master Merchant is a good add-on for guild trading. It is if you're on PC. Yeah, Lich is disgusting. Oh, 241 CP, so you're fairly high. So kind of halfway towards max level, so nearly 300-ish. Not far off 300 anyway. If you've got any crafting skills, make yourself Julianus or Seducer, or ask someone else to do it for you. Failing that, you're in a position to farm stuff in dungeons, so the world is yours, really. I can make Seducer and Julianus. There you go. You got some help already, Zulu. Sweet. I'm not going to tell you what you definitely need to use, but those sets are a very good starting point. If you have Morrowind, of course you can get War Maiden, although if you don't have Morrowind you can buy it, so that's also good because it's got a lot of magic damage on it. Up to you, really. I'm going to create a Nightblade because I don't have one, but the leveling process takes forever and all my friends deleted the game. Leveling's really fast now in comparison to what it used to be. Also, if you go to Skywatch, which I wouldn't recommend because you miss out on a lot of skill points and all that kind of stuff from the dungeons you could have done and the quests, but if you want to level up really fast, just go and the door outside Skywatch, sorry, is usually enough because there's loads and loads of people out there looking to join up with one other person to get extra XP. Should I be looking? What should I be looking at for VMA? Oh, regards to CP, about 300. You can go before, but it's gonna be really hard. It's gonna be really hard anyway, but aim for about 300. Got training tomorrow, better get some sleep. Good luck. See that, Alex? Thank you very much for watching. Columbine, that'll do. I'll take that. Temperate Alloy, I'll take that. Take that. Rubbish. That's an old box. Rubbish again. Old box. And no Ritz. Boo! Use War Maiden and Julianus from a 10 for DPS, but do you think that should replace one of those sets? No, that's absolutely fine. It's a good setup. Skills and CPs obviously do make a big difference to that, but as it goes for flat stats all over the place, that's absolutely fine. They fixed dungeon bug for daily bonus. They did. Random dungeons are a good way to learn what's your level, I think. They... I don't know if you'll learn much in there. You'll get a lot of skill points if you complete them. Learning in random dungeons at level 10 to 20 is now actually quite difficult because two bad things happen. One, you get people who run in there not having a clue and die on repeat while telling you you're doing stuff wrong. That happens. Also, the DLC dungeons are part of the dungeon finder. So you could accidentally walk into White Gold Tower as your first ever dungeon at level 10. That's quite discouraging for some people because they wouldn't know what the hell to do if they just started. They should probably have a separate section for that. But definitely go in there, definitely get a bit of experience. But the problem is most of them are quite scatty. So really the first way to learn the main mechanics is to go through the storyline. Get your quests done. You will see lots of different mechanics that you will be able to familiarize yourself with when you actually enter a dungeon. Well, you don't make build video about a Magplar. I have one. It's just not updated for this patch yet. Spider Cultist if you have an Inferno staff. What? Recommend Lich and Spinners. Oh yeah, of course. I see what you're doing. Reefer, how you doing? I get kicked out of groups when I enter a dungeon because of low level. Exactly. You'll get kicked out for being a low level, but I bet they're YOLOing around in PvP gear. It's messed up. They usually kick you from DLC dungeons for being low level. The thing is, it's part of the dungeon finder. So what can you do? You get invited to it, or you join it. They kick you out. You have a kick out timer. You're stuffed. You shouldn't have a 15-minute wait if you were kicked. You should have one if you leave. That's punishment for stepping out. You don't need to be further punished for someone else deciding that you had to leave. Cake and beer, there it is. I try and not kick people unless they are rude. That's fair enough. Now, if they're not performing very well, in your own opinion, then there's no harm in helping people understand mechanics. Don't have to kick them just because they're a low level or they don't understand something. But if they're being a dick, yeah, kick them. I got kicked from White Gold Tower on live stream because I was explaining mechanics. What can you do? I don't usually get the time for being kicked. Maybe I had a bug. I get it. I get it quite a bit. My first dungeon I got kicked for not understanding. You shouldn't get kicked for not understanding. Elden Hollow 2. There was a dungeon I was in not long ago. 3 people were all under level 20. They were like level 13, level 10, and a level 14, I think. And I got to the Plano inhibitor in White Gold Tower. And I just typed, how many of you understand this boss? And every single one of them said, I don't. So I explained it to them in text as quick as I could. And they first timed it. It doesn't hurt to explain. What does hurt is when people run around swinging swords and tell you you're rubbish because you're too low. They were absolutely fine. They don't just start the game. Playing with terribly unlikely cop, then I understand. If I was watching one of your old VMA videos recently because of trying to learn it, you had 2 viewers, I think. Come a long way. Yeah, I did. Did they stay? Because they used to leave all the time. What am I doing? Dumping stuff in my bag and then we'll go kill something. They kick you out. Yet they were the level ones. That's very true. Yours normally kick unless they're genuinely like 24/7 and not listen to mechanics. That was hard to read. Everyone starts somewhere, I think is what you're trying to point out, which is true. I have no room. This is all going in the bank. Guild bank.
We don't do loans. We're not.
Why the hell is that on me? You can have that. Have that for dailies. Keep them in there for now, just so I don't forget them. Hate being kicked out of dungeons. Matt was getting kicked out of dungeons because he was a Warden healer, and apparently that's not allowed. Which is the biggest load of shit I've ever heard in my life. I think I stayed and you died, and then he started saying stuff in chat. Can't remember what he was saying. Yeah, that was when I didn't have a microphone or any way to talk to him, so I don't believe I said anything. Maybe I typed on a tablet at that time. I was streaming through the PlayStation. That was like, I mean I am now through the PC from the PlayStation, but I was using their function at the time, their stream function, and if you crash, it turns your whole stream off. It's awful. Oh no, need to sell those. Donate all your expensive stuff in a guild bank. Nobody will take it. I know they won't. I run it. There's only the trials team in that one. They barely need anything, and if they do, they don't normally take it out of the guild bank. Stig boy, how you doing? To be fair, I did Valkyrie hold earlier with a 660 Warden healer, and it seemed terrible. That might just be the person's lack of understanding of the dungeon, or not very good at being a Warden, or maybe it was just unlucky. We have a Warden healer in our trials group, and well, Stig boy was there actually. He joined yesterday. Our healer DC'd, one of them, the Templar DC'd, and the Warden was the only healer we had left. And from 25% of the boss all the way to the end, including the phase where she burns you forever while you're trying to kill her, he solo healed the whole thing. There's nothing wrong with Warden healers. Yo Aaron, how you doing? My big ones I got kicked for being a Nightblade healer or using two-hander. Hang on, what did I see? What was that? About a werewolf. I also got kicked once for telling a bully to shut up. Level 32, trying to trash my friend on his first dungeon. Yeah, people do that. Just leave him to it, kick him out for that. Only class that can be a decent healer is a sorcerer. All classes can be healers. Just depends on how you use them. Oh, I know what you mean. You can't. Yeah. Deathbringer, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Oh, I don't want to make a potion, dumbass. I wanted to reset it. We'll check the pledges in a second. See what they are all about. First, we need potions, because I always go to a dungeon without them, which is dumb. In my opinion, level means nothing. Skill 660 plus can lose to level 10s if they forget to apply buffs. You're talking about PvP. And yes, they can. Yeah, that's not easy at all, especially during that phase. It's when the big yellow ball is up in the air and she's burning everyone with fire damage every second. That is awful, and our Warden here did that by himself. Not much trouble either. Pub groups are often 50-50, either really nice with good skills or toxic group of morons. Yep, that's very true. You never get the in-between. You don't get one of each. How do you level all the craft and skill line quickly? If you check my channel under guides, I believe it's a playlist for guides, there is an alchemy guide in there which will show you how to get alchemy to max level in about 15 minutes flat. Warden healing is absolutely fine. People don't like change. Simple. That's very true. They have more actual spells that heal than a Templar does, choice-wise. They are just as good at healing, if not better in some situations. Depends on who's using it. Their ultimate that heals is insane. The Templar's ultimate that heals is rubbish. Well, in trials it's rubbish. Groups for dungeons and PvP and all the rest of it, very, very strong of course. But in trial situations, they have to use something else. For a Novazin or something. Wardens are really, really strong healers, especially the fact that they give everyone 10% extra health for healing them. You buff people's health for giving them a heal that they needed in the first place. It's nuts. They're really, really strong. Any trials I've ever done have been with ninjas. Great time if I'm honest. Good. Nightblade healer, siphon tree, rest of stuff, blood altar and energy orb. You know that they're getting altered destructions. Of course it's not live yet. So again, I'm going to say that 100 times every time something happens. Moss is here. You find me everywhere. What do you want? Where was I? Repeating myself. Yeah, I'll say it a lot. I'll say it every time they have a PTS update. It's not finished yet. Things will still change. Things could go back to the way they were before they even suggested some things. But what they have suggested in the patch notes so far is a change to the Nightblade skill line, which I'm hoping they do stick to. And that's the ability to basically trade your health for theirs. They're opening up a whole new can of worms as far as healing on the Nightblade is concerned. It's really, really cool. Friend just gave me 450 keys to try and get Leech in. Can I get to the vault solo? Yes, you can. On the map, here we go. I'll show you. Just travel to the dungeon. I'm assuming you go on ICP because that's where it is. When you go into here, just travel there by yourself. You'll notice that, I don't know if I can get the map for this. I'm pretty sure I can't. No, I can't. When you enter the door, don't go up the stairs where the enemies are. Just look to the right. And you'll see a little doorway. If you've got 150 on you, you can open the door. If you've got more than that, it'll make as many keys as it can based on how many you've got. So yes, you can go there solo, in short. What is getting altered? I thought just agony. Basically the way it's applied. You can trade your health for theirs. So it's quite tricky. What the hell did I get? I didn't even look at them. Christina, how you doing? Banished Cells 2. City of Ash 2. Yes. And what was the other one? I didn't even look. Falkreath. Ouch. Quick question. What's your advice on making a mortal from level 1? Put these skills on. This skill line. Stack as many of these skills on your bar as you can, as soon as you can. Same goes for these as well. These are nice, so you need them. Get a couple on your bar for the passives, but this is essential. If you don't have these Earth and Heart passives by the time you get to 50 or just short of 50, just when you pass it, you're going to struggle. Get those really, really soon. Nothing worse than getting to 50 on a tank, on a DK tank specifically, and not having Earth and Heart passives. Just whisper Baz. Type in Baz. 2 Baz. There's Matt with his little badge. How cool is that? Grabbing pledges, mate. Health trade shouldn't be too bad. A blood altar, and that makes your recovery health rocket. Recovery skyrocket under damage shield with ice heart. Yep, it will. No worries, Ace, you're welcome. Vet City of Ash 2 was so hard for me at CP 200. I remember Scoria being a pain to get. Scoria was a pain to get, and that was when the loot was random. It wasn't guaranteed to drop a helmet, so you could run it 50 times and never see one. But now you're guaranteed one, so it's not so bad. But it's a pretty rough dungeon. could be like me and level your DK as a DPS and then decide to make her a tank and have 0 sword and board skills. Yep, see, that's what can happen. Some people try to, not you Christine, but in general you're told to DPS them up first and then put the tank's skills on later. But once you get there, if you are max level, you've got no skills, so you have to run around level them up anyway. You may as well level as a tank and then you gain the experience along the way as well. Wicked. Baz is coming, awesome. Where's my new sponsor? Matt, what are you up to? You want to do these? Social guilds. Rosta, Baz, invite to group. Invite to group. Vampire's Kiss helps level and stam tanks. I should know I have level 4 tanks. Good, I won't tell you how many I've got. Not just on this server either. It's awful. One of my favourite sets for leveling up with as a tank, even a Warden or a DK or a Sork even if you wanted. Just here. This crafting station here, Death's Wind. Really, really fun. Health bonuses, resist bonuses, and if you get in trouble it knocks all the enemies away from you. It's quite fun. And it's only 2 traits to craft it. Yeah, there used to be a lot of Nightblade tanks, not so many now. I think I have 1 Sork tank, well he's not so much anymore because he's converted to PvP, 1 Warden, and 3 DKs. I have a Templar that was converted to one for a while, but then I dumped it because I kept him on a DPS. Do you think Drew King and Spriggan's 2-hander and bow would be fun to use in PvE? Yes, but take into account that Drew King is heavy, and if you're using the jewelry, that would mean that the jewelry is healthy. His spark is quite fun, that's true, but I personally don't like it for the way I tank because I like to get hit. But if you like the dodge tank side of things, then yeah, it's really strong. Change my Nightblade tank to a healer, Argonian Vamp Nightblade. Healer good times, nice. Where's Matt? There you are. Oh, my Mag DK, not tank by the way. Shit. Still have a lot of fun on my Argonian Nightblade. Yeah, you will do. Argonian Nightblade tanks are hilarious. You get a lot of health out of those as well. So, how you doing? How was the birthday? That was personal, wasn't it? I remember, viewers. Look at that. True easy mode tank is Argonian DK with Black Rose. Can you say infinite resources? Yes, I tried that before. It was a Nord, I believe, actually. And I was using 2 monster pieces for recovery, which was the Choke Thorns and the Shadowrend. And before they nerfed it with the last patch, or Morrowind at least, I was using Black Rose and Plague Doctor combined, and you couldn't run out. It was insane. Any stamina that you couldn't manage, which you could because you had too much of it, you'd just spam it back with Igneous Shields because of all the recovery. Give me 2 seconds, I have to get my skills back in the right order, no problem. Baz, are you on the stream still? Because I don't. If you are, I can just reply to you with my voice instead of typing. But I wasn't sure. Up to you. You don't mind. I meant I. Dum dum. Ah, big mistake. Don't do that. It was good, just relax and had some Jack and Coke. Good stuff. I have to remember not to put my control down on the desk. Because every time I put the control down on the desk, some inconsiderate bystander throws an ice comet and it shakes off the table. Yeah, exactly. Why does Looney get a sweet green colour? Because Looney pressed the new button. I don't know if you can see it from what device is using, but I have a new sponsor button on the channel, and you can actually sponsor me on YouTube now, as of yesterday, or as of today, I think. And Matt's the first one. My last controller vibrated off the desk and smashed. Our transmutate stones thing's gonna drop sort of like key frags. I think it's more of an end of a dungeon reward. Like, you're lucky if you get them or not, but you will be getting them from vet content, apparently. They did say something about normal, but they're not quite sure what they're doing with it yet in terms of deciding. They said definitely vet and normal dungeons with a set amount, and then they changed it to certain content, so who knows, we'll see. When I'm going in Sept tank, but I converted to a mag blade, but as I know all of the skills, you could always go back. Yeah, that's true. Like swarm mothers on my Nightblade tank, since they don't have chains. That's really cool, actually. The only thing I wouldn't use swarm mothers on is in Maul of Lorcage, because for argument's sake, you're on the yellow boss, pulling the yellow ads, taunting them to you, and the blue one hits you with a ball. If you were blocking at the time, you just chained him in, and you don't want him anywhere near you. So that's the only situation I probably wouldn't use it, but apart from that, yeah, it's really solid. Social girls. Baz, I don't know if you're on the stream or not still, but if you are, I don't mind tanking. Just wasn't sure which you preferenced. Uni's awesome, just wrecking the top donations. He is, he's destroyed it. Why does the patch not download while I'm at work? You can set it to do that. Put it in rest mode or something like that, I think. Social, nope, not social. I think he is immune to pull. No, the blue ads and the yellow ads is what I'm talking about, not the boss. You don't want to pull the wrong ones. They're not immune. I chain them. Where are we going? We'll start off with something quite chilled. Then we'll go into City of Ash. I have some catching up to do. Yeah. Hazy Life, thank you very much for subscribing. Captain Jack is on the rum. Welcome aboard. Enif, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Member of the group is incompatible. Guilds roster. Nope, not guilds. Dum. Group. Oh, we have 2 healers. That's the problem. I've got it set to do that. It will for literally every game except ESO. Oh, that's no good. In fact, I think Jack ESO, is one of our patrons. He did that not long ago, but he was going home on a lunch break, so he checked it, quickly turned it on, added the update, and went back to work again. Oh, match switching. Okay, cool. Social group, current kick. I'm not really a beer guy, so his cake and hard liquor. That will do. I'll take some rum. I wouldn't take a Nightblade tank to more. They just don't have big enough single heal for my liking. They can do it. They're really good, but you would have to alter the monster set for that particular one. As a side note, you'd triple your views if you could hear your quality banter. If they could. I see, you mean if they could hear Baz talking and swearing at me. Not as simple as that at the moment, Baz. I've got to settle the mic up and everything for it, and try not to talk over the group when it happens, because I actually talk to the stream, whereas a lot of people don't. So every time you guys are talking in the group chat, I'd have to shut you up and start answering questions. That would be too tricky. How do you set it to auto download? I honestly don't do it, so I'm not sure. For instance, Ryan just farted. That's fine, you can type it, it stays there forever. Social group invite. No, it's probably easier just grab you from the guild. Jeremy, how you doing? Hello and good Evening salutations. Thank you very much indeed. How are you? Don't even want as a Nightblade tank. They are good. They are good. That didn't work. Why didn't it work? Nightblade healer after patch will be Beekeeper, Julian's and One Piece Ice Heart, I think. Hard to tell. Hard to tell. Nothing is set in stone yet. They haven't even given us the patch. That's something you have to be very careful of. I know a couple of content creators did that in the past. Not myself, because I won't. Assumptions, testing and all the rest of it is fine, but nothing is set in stone just yet. So I wouldn't buy anything or change anything or alter or go farming even until you know what we're getting. Ryan, what lad? Indeed. How the hell did you find that little emote thing? That's funny. Along with panic is usually a lot of hype, and both of which end up with a negative effect. The panic ends up with people screaming because of the new stuff and they don't like it. The hype ends up with people buying loads and loads of stuff that they won't end up using because things get changed. Be really careful. So to play ESO in PC, all you have to have is the internet. And the game. Yes. I have beekeepers on hand at all times. Good. If you've already got it, you're good. Found out anything you can buy on one server is locked on that server, so no Imperial on PS4 EU. Unfortunately, with the new do work with a red guard. New DK. Yes, of course. You'll have less health, but it will work with a red guard. If you're just making a new one, you can use other races that have more health. Even a Nord would work. You'd have less stamina, but you'd have the health. Or you can go with red guard and you'd have the same stamina, just less health. Depends what you're comfortable with. I have like 24 hours worth of Xynode content to catch up on. Work gets in the way. No. You don't have to have anything like that. Xbox Live and PSN and all that kind of stuff, or PS Plus. You don't have to have anything like that on PC. You just have the game and have the internet and you play. That's it. You don't need any additional shiny stuff. I need to put Steel Tornado on for this. We've got too many skeletons. What am I using? Switched my stuff out the other day. Oh, that's why. I don't need that on. Well, we could. Little overkill. No. We'll switch back to normal. We were in a trial the other day when you had one set of alcohol, so we switched it out. That's how long ago? I haven't been on it since we did the trial. Oh, it doesn't matter. Matt gets more damage out of it. Next, that crafted lightning stuff set you tested on the warrior last night. Did you try it with leeching? Oh, the crafted lightning set. Yeah, of course. Does the same. It's no different. They say they didn't have enough heals. Just like having a single large heal and a ton of small heals. I missed some of this. Myself a mortal warrior. Nice. Good stuff. What did I miss? Oh shit, they've started. I was trying to scroll up. I'll have to just catch it as I can. What benefits would a DK tank get from Vampirism? 50% health, you get 33% less damage taken. And you get magical recovery, which you need so you can spam more igneous shields and heals and stuff like that. Can't pick up the bloody synergy. Bizarre. I need to find someone to make a cheap set of training gear. Fire damage isn't a problem. Not a problem. You still get mitigation for all damage, including fire, when your health's really, really low anyway. Obviously that closes the gap a little bit. Fire does still do more, but you'll be fine. Especially if you can manage your shield and your sustain. They complement each other to your liking. What are we talking about? What did NF say? Oh, yeah, they're not too bad. They're not too bad. Didn't make any real difference on the tank ability and all the rest of it. It just added to the group. So if you have lots of lightning sorks, you can guarantee off balance at least once every 10 seconds from the tank, which was quite interesting because it procs concussion. So it wasn't bad. It's not over the top, situational, as most tank stuff is. So yeah, pretty good. I like it. We'll forget to switch out in a minute. That isn't hard to get a bite. Nope, bites are free, usually. I don't want it. It's a Mega Jeff. It is a Mega Jeff. Do you do just PvE content and builds for that? Nope. I also do PvP as well and builds for that. Channel's full of them. It's a Mega Jeff. Chrissy, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Could the ult full of a drain without... What? Just kill stuff. You'll level really fast. No need Steel Tornado on because I don't really need this. Wish there was a skin to cover the look of Vampirism. There is. Any skin you want, put it on. Only have just found your channel, saw you alive, so I haven't looked yet though. Oh no worries. In which case, welcome to the channel, Firefly Serenity. Awesome name, of course. There's lots and lots of stuff on the channel. Builds, guides, not too many guides, but mostly build videos and streams at the moment. Lots and lots of stuff. And I also give stuff away at certain checkpoints for subs. So hit that button. That part of the channel is free, as is the watching. No, we don't want a chest in here. I'll get Jailbreaker's boots again. What are you, a banana, blueberry, raspberry? Yep. Sneaky ninja. Yeah, if I take the skin off of the Immortal Warrior, he looks like Arzog. I just watched your Easy Sork for PvE. I need help with PvP Sork, so I will binge watch later. Awesome, there is a PvP Sork on there actually. It's very outside the box in comparison to the usual sorcerers. But it's the Vampire. That's what it's called. Really, really outside the box name for a Vampire. The Vampire. But yeah, that's quite recent as well. We have a big problem. I would like Vampire on my Mag Sork, but I named him the real Abnafan, and he looks exactly like it. Good stuff, that's quite funny. Awesome sauce. Ha! I say that. Why is my ability not firing off?
I love when he drinks all around.
Ibrahim, thank you very much for subscribing. Captain Jack is on the run. Welcome aboard. Took long to make it look alike. I'm changing this out. Back to where it was. Don't need that on. There it is. That. 5 and 5. Are you AD, DC, or EP? Yeah, I know. AD. Uh-oh. Whoa, that friggin' flame atronach really wants it. Oi! They're getting primary to hell by these ones over here. So I hit like 0% health there. If I was a vampire, if I wasn't a vampire, I wouldn't be able to do that. Oh, I wanted that. If you didn't spend at least 4 hours in character creation, you'd love your tune as much as the rest of us. Never noticed the chain animation on standard. Yeah, it's awesome. It just pins everything on the spot. It's because whoever you're playing the game with isn't using the synergy, and they should be. Do crown gems carry over to the new season? Yes, they do. I'm excited for the new sponsors feature YouTube is bringing. I've got it on my channel. I've got it. It's right there. You have to be watching it in YouTube Gaming though, I think. Let me see. Hold on. If you see this link right here. If you use that link to the stream instead, there's a sponsor button right there. No worries, you're welcome. What build are you using? Is it not a specific build? Yeah, this is specific actually. This is... Whoops. Infused. If you watch the video just in normal YouTube, you can see it above the chat window. Ah, that's where it is on normal, is it? I haven't seen it on the normal one because I'm obviously in a different window to you guys, but on gaming it's underneath the description, or just above it, sorry. And on the YouTube channel itself, like the normal version, I have no idea where it is. Ah, so it is on both windows. Interesting. Good to know. Whoops. Must be hidden in plain sight in YouTube. Oh yeah. I'm not sure what it's like on a mobile app. I don't know if you can see it or not. That's what I was waiting for. Pin them. You sir will get $5 from me on payday. Excellent, thank you very much indeed. Have some early cake. Get some cake and beer in there, people. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Yes, yes. No bots on the case. 1 CP. That's going to come in handy in about 2 years' time. We're prepped for it. We're ready. Oh, Tiger, thank you very much for subscribing. Captain Jack is on the rum. Welcome aboard. Whoa. You notice how I dodge roll out of the danger, but I still get close to the enemies. I've got to get in and hit them. I don't run off down the corridor. You see that happen a lot on pickups. Honestly, not sure which tank has more CC potential, Stam, DK, or Magical Warden. Stam DK? you mean a Dragon Knight tank that has lots of stamina? Because mine generally don't. They just have high magical recovery instead. Apart from one of them, actually. Oh, wrong side. Depends on your recovery. If you got high recovery, they can both CC like hell. But the Warden's got a lot of ability to pin them on the floor, like in one spot rather than the whole. You can chain with the gate, but it's not as quick as the DK's chains. But then with the claws from the DK or the frost status effects from the Warden, you kind of both do around the same. Mix them up. Have two. Have a Warden and a DK in the same group. It'd be mental. Yeah, I think the Warden has... That's hard to say. They're a little bit stronger on the holding lots of things in place kind of thing. Just because of their status bonuses and all the ice stuff. But their chains aren't as good. For quick pulls. So I need some help. Do you use pigeons on my mag warden? Yes. Pigeons are broken. Really, really strong. Oh, what that synergy. And that one. It's gone. Yes. If you named that, can't not use them. I missed that. Do you think they're ever going to give it ice stuff its own skill line? It has its own passives if you put the points into it, and all the abilities transfer into ice if you are using an ice staff, so they already kind of do. Instead of changing a Warden, I just run shield, bash, taunt, then shield. Yeah, that works in certain situations. I get pigeon death a few days ago. PvP. You can't dodge the bloody things. It'd be really annoying in PvP if you had a DK Warden combo. One chains you, which you can't be dodged, and then mid-chain, the pigeon just hits you in the face. What can you do? Oh, what? Anyone that doesn't understand the mechanics of this boss, by the way, he puts one of you in the air randomly, and as you can see, I'm covered in blue stuff. Blue means go to the blue side. If you're red, you go to the other side where it's red, and you cleanse it. This is going to be difficult if we... Oh, no, see what you're doing. You leave until the end. Oi! I need to see some PS4 streamers, to be honest. Been here a little while. Oh shit. I do PC as well, but mostly PS4. The only time I really stream on PC is if there's anything new for PTS, stuff like that. Play dead and hope for the best. Good idea. I think Baz is going to keep Jeff now. Don't kill the Daedroffs, Matt. You get hard mode if you keep 3 alive. You need me to ease up on the damage, or so you can keep 3, or what?
I love winning. Drinks all around.
Cake and beer tab. There you go. Jeremy, thank you very, very much indeed. Get that man some beer and cake. Don't kill Jeffs. Oh, come on. It would help if I could type a little bit faster. I think Matt knows this anyway, but just making sure he does. Got 2 Jeffs. As soon as we see the 3rd one, we'll nuke him. He's going to travel over there in a minute anyway, or there. It is a lot of work. Nuke him. Oh, you moved out my banner, son of a bitch. Come back. Oh shit, he nuked me. Bloody thing turned on me. Just kill it, Matt. No, 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 no. Bloody boss turned on me. I got 1 lightning shock in the face. How hard did he hit me for? Oh, that was only 5k. Flames hurt though. Stupid boss. No, you don't need to res me if he's got 100k health left, Matt. Just kill him. You're good. Nicholas is underrated and PvP has 25% chance to deflect range attacks. It does, and I tried it a few weeks ago, and unfortunately it's underrated on paper. It looks really, really good, and looks like it's probably overlooked, and we should probably take the piss out of it and spam stuff. But it's not as it looks. It's magica projectiles as far as I can make out, or as far as I could make out. Even arrows don't get returned, and pigeons aren't reflectable. So I was really disappointed with it. I thought it would be cool alongside the flappy wings and the ulti and all that kind of thing, just to constantly return fire, but it doesn't seem to work with pigeons. You can't even use dragon wings on it, because it counts as a visual effect, not an actual projectile, which is strange. I'm blue. I'll be the first one to admit that in testing that I was very disappointed. I wanted to make kind of a tortoise shell type build where you could hold on to battering rams with no real issue and just reflect everything on everybody else, and it just didn't work out. Whatever's going on. There's a lot of damage there. Sad face indeed. I was well upset. No, shit, the bed. Blue again. You mind, Jeff? Seem to be getting primaried by the bloody crocodiles. If it's following you, don't, or try not to run into other people, because if you do, you'll just spread it onto them. Leave Jeff alone. Leave him, leave him. Oh my god, in the air again? Give me a heal. We've got 2 Jeffs, we need 1 more. He's up on him a minute. Nuke it. No! Oh, I didn't get it good. Why did my controls stop? Hey, Zona, how you doing? Alan, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Journal quests, City of Ash, Dungeon Finder, let's go. This is gonna hurt. That didn't work. Your Baz in his pants. Looks like you're hiding your modesty up with your shield. Let's try again. Back apparently. Don't know what happened there. Calling 4 wipes. We only wiped once. And the boss was on 100k. Oh, you mean this one? Stream's gone, what am I gonna do? It's back. Don't panic. Corner works against pigeon spammers. It works against life. Not played ESO in a while. Has there been any changes? What do you call a while? Uh-oh. Whoa, close. I just want to ask you, is it worth power leveling? No. If you're new to the game, I would not recommend power leveling. You'll miss out on far too many mechanics that are going to hurt you really hard later on, and it'll just make sure you get kicked out of groups constantly. So I wouldn't recommend it. Unless, of course, it's a new character and you've been playing for a while, in which case, fair enough. Close to a year, then yes, lots has changed. We've had 4 updates since then. I honestly wouldn't know where to start. Stream disconnects for 1 second and we lose 30 people. If new to the game, but I've Yeah, what I just said. No, Ryan, don't die. He got primary by scamps. This is gonna hurt so much. Come back. Four updates and they're all good. Yep. Thinking about coming back, but don't want to sub to the game. Is it? If it is not. No, it's really, really good. Lots and lots of changes, and they're all really positive as well. I don't think we've had anything that broke anything as such. Not had anything that I think negative anyway. Depends who you ask. Could be a difference of opinion, but I honestly think they've done really, really well with it. Yeah, true. Sub is a choice anyway. If you've still got your old account, you still have the game, then try it out for free. Oi! Were you playing the game when we got an unlimited crafting bag for subbing? That's probably one of the main reasons to sub amongst the free DLC. Brian's dead. Only thing you're missing is a crafting bag. If it wasn't for that thing, I wouldn't sub either. I would. You don't have to buy the DLC then. You just get them anyway. And you get crowns every month, of course, as well. So instead of buying them, you can just save them up. Placing beta, I had a half-year break because I got very annoyed at the game changes, but because of huge guild drama. That happens a lot. But it's really awesome to be back in the game. Good stuff. Oh, and bank space has doubled, of course. So it's worth to get back into ESO, but that's just my opinion. I agree. I'm not on comms, but you can. I thought they were on comms with each other. Pay for ESO Plus on both PS4 and PC. I do too. Throw my money at this game rather stupidly. Zono, what's up? Quick question, you know, for the easy sort. What would be a good replacement instead of back bar VMA stuff? A duplicate of whatever you've got on the front. So if you're using spider on the front, spider on the back, netch on the front, netch on the back, or just craft one, which is charged, and you'll be absolutely fine. Just don't stand the back bar too long. Good to hear. Our DK's still good. Yep, everything's still good. But definitely DK. They're never going to have it so that any class is not usable. So don't worry about that. One bad thing, no necklace or ring craft. There's no jewelry crafting, correct. Ryan's dead. Shit. That's not good. What did you ask about PvP content? They're not useless at all, they're still fine. The only time anything ever becomes useless is normally in other people's opinions because they haven't been told how to use them yet since the change. That's the only issue people have been having in general. But if you've already been using it as a main, you should know how to use it still now. Nothing was really changed. So how did you get a camera to zoom out that far? Hold down on the D-pad and move forwards and backwards with the analog, with the right analog stick. So hold the down direction on the D-pad and then move the right analog and it will zoom in and out. I'm surprised they don't have that in the tutorial, to be honest, because that's something a lot of people ask. You should probably put that in. You can do it in the options, but I move it around a lot myself. So that's how you do it manually anyway. Just if you streamed it. Yes, I do very rarely. I do on events, the PvP events, the Imperial City event we did recently as well, but I'm not really streaming too much PvP. I do a little of it occasionally. Oh, the buff timers, they're new. Go into options, press on game, let me get that right. Options and combat, I believe. Options, combat. Yep, right at the bottom. You can activate them here. What happened to Baz? Oh, there he is. No worries, you're welcome. It's hilarious. The tutorial they give you is your primary attacks are light and heavy attacks, which people forget. They teach you how to block and interrupt, which people forget. But they don't tell you how to change your bloody camera, do they? They should add it. Oi! Yeah, it's well overdue. We should have had it on consoles a long time ago. Although the game didn't actually have it as a built-in feature. People were just using third-party add-ons for it, but yeah, we definitely needed it. It's really handy. Where's that synergy gone? If you like your live streams and videos, you know your shit. Thank you very much. Glad you like it. More videos coming soon, by the way. Easy Tank went up on Patreon yesterday. Actually, last afternoon, last night, whatever. So if anyone's got early access to Patreon, don't forget to watch it. And if you don't worry, it is going to be live on YouTube tomorrow afternoon. That's another new video. And there's also some new builds coming, because I'm a bit behind on those. I've only watched one of your vids. Oh shit. What did I do here? One second. This dude can turn around and fireball you for no reason whatsoever, and it's usually me that gets it. And it's a one shot. Heavy attack the most important these days. Not just these days, all along. They've always been very, very useful for keeping up your ultimate, your overall DPS, and of course your sustain. They're bare essentials for the game. Every other MMO in the world, you have to use your primary attacks alongside skills, and this is no different. It's just that at a certain point in time, you were able, if you like, to spam your stuff unnecessarily because resource management wasn't a problem. Now you have to manage your own resources, so you actually have to take advantage of the primary attacks you're given with when you start the game. Do you only make DK builds? No, I don't. I've got many builds on the channel. Watch one video of his and I have already learned things. Good stuff. You are welcome. You also learn, if anyone puts hashtag don't look left, that means I was looking at the chat and not the game, and I died. Oh, he's got that invulnerable shit again. Still bugged. There you go. Should make some leveling builds. Oh, videos on leveling. Yeah, I will when I get the time. How about making a Magplar? I have a Magplar build. It's on the channel. I need to update it, but there is one there. Yeah, it's PVE. So I don't think I understand how enchantments proc. When you apply damage, usually from light and heavies. So one of these. I don't have any on at the moment though. Do a healer build. I'm already working on it, David. David's so impatient. You know I'm making one, David. Where's Webby? Oh shit. When are you going to update the Stam Sort PvP build? Soon as possible. I still have some PvE ones to finish off. Strange. I wasn't going to go with that one because I don't think there's a massive change to it. But I'll have a look at it. Stage guide for Maelstrom. I've done a couple Maelstrom runs on the stream and of course on my channel as well a long time ago. But yeah, they probably need updating. I wanted it yesterday. I thought you might. Mag DK is going really well. It's almost done. Lights and heavies have a 20% chance to proc. Back when resource management wasn't a thing, people would get angry because their chance to proc. No, excuse me. Proc up because they were never using it. That's very true. It procs a lot more often than that. It's almost guaranteed now. For example, I can't show an example. I don't have any procs on this dude. I'll show you on another character in a bit. People weren't using light and heavies as much as they should have been in the past. And then when they changed the way it was, because it was unbalanced as hell, a lot of people cried about it. They're like, that's not fair, I can't spam my stuff. Nope, you can't. Common Mag DK is resource management. The one I'm working on at the moment, resource management is not that bad. In fact, it's fine. I have to update the burn build. And yes, I just got wrecked. That was silly. So what would you replace in the back bar for VMA lightning stuff? If that's that is for the easy swap, I'd imagine. Did you ask that a minute ago? Because I did answer it. If not, it might have been somebody else. That is in the video, but you can put a crafted one on the back, or you can put another spider cultist on the back. If it's crafted, make sure it's charged. For resto to restore mag is defo the best enchant. Listen, well, you're new to the channel, so you'll learn this from me. I never say best, because there's no such thing. It depends what you're doing. It's up that you've got a few other options. Especially if you're a healer, you can benefit from it, then sure, why not? Failing that, reduction to weapon and spell damage, you put those on. They're really, really nice, actually. Lots of choices. Sorry, I'm trying to look to my left at the chat at the same time as following this. So if I get wrecked, it's tough. I don't mind the Ash Titan, it's pretty cool. Bags are full, of course. Bags are always full. That'll do for now. Oh no, you're using it. Is it just me or the stream laggy? It might be you. It might be YouTube. It buffers a lot when it's late. They're doing a lot of changes recently, so could be to do with that. There's no lag coming from me, but YouTube might be having some. Apparently, out of 385,000 frames, I've lost 1 frame. So definitely not from me. Hey, look out! Krishna, you're an absolute legend. Thank you very, very much indeed. 2 sponsors in. Good job. Welcome to the crew. Get him some cake. Get him some beer. Oh, don't kill me. Oi. Ice Staff did bring perma block back. The PvP is, yeah, it did. There's the cake. Stream just froze for me, just refresh. Yeah, it's YouTube. Yep, I got a sponsor. Thank you very much indeed, Krishna. You're a legend. Now whenever he speaks, he gets a little badge beside his name. He's in special club now. A little bit of spin to win there. Skipping him? Nope, we're killing him. Synergies are really messed up. I go over it, I go to press the button, and then it disappears. You can sponsor YouTube channels now. Yep, you can indeed. Had the button since today. You've been able to do it for a while, but you kind of had to request it and get a pass on it and all the rest of it. It's been introduced more as a feature for most people anyway, depending on how many subs they have, but for a longest period of time you had to kind of ask for it. But I got it yesterday, which is awesome. Momentarily condone his sedentary lifestyle. Yep. Uh-oh. Is there a difference between the spider cloak staff and the widow makes void staff? Nope. If you've got it in the same trait, it's exactly the same. The only difference is the void staff is easier to get the specific trait for it. So if you picked up a regular one and got sharpened out of it, then you are very, very lucky. Your RNG is ridiculous. Look at Baz Ninja up there. No worries, dude, you're welcome. Oh, I wanted that. Thank you. Holy hell, my internet is being stupid. Again, Gandalf? You had issues with that yesterday. You have a group with subs? Yeah, all the time. I don't reserve slots because that wouldn't be fair. Because then people can just message me beforehand and they'll get in before everybody else and they won't get a fair shot at it. But generally, if I'm looking for a group and I don't have specific members online or the guild members are busy, then I generally then turn to the stream and ask if anybody wants to join. Depends on the situation, but I don't reserve slots for it. But yep, if there is a slot and I ask for it and you're interested in joining, then all you gotta do is log in. That means I can actually stream. Oh, I misread it, Gandalf. I have to look at 2 screens at once. So it's working now. Can't hit the bloody boss. RNG sucks. Someone should make a compromise. I'll comprise this. Sorry, I'm hitting the boss. I ain't looking. Of all the most guaranteed drops, Grievous Ward and such. That's not a guaranteed drop. That's a quest reward. There's no guaranteed drops. Apart from monster helmets, you're guaranteed to get a monster helmet. It's just the trait won't be guaranteed. You run your own guild? Yeah, 2 of them. Well, 1.5. I have my own guild, which is very, very closed, and then I have one that Firefly 000 is running, which is for the stream specifically. That's for YouTube, and that's Ninja Cakes. And anyone from the stream is welcome to join it. If they're on PS4 EU, PS4 NA have one as well, and PC EU as well. That one I need to throw invites to after the stream because I've been behind on that one. That's very new. Trying to get across all platforms eventually. Oh, pinned. Do monsters in major and minor Aegis dungeons mean all monsters? Johnny, first of all, thank you very, very much for that indeed. Everybody get that man some cake. Hugely appreciated. Secondly, it works in all dungeons and all trials, including Maelstrom. Not all bosses and monsters, it just means in dungeons and trials. So anything that isn't overland or outside. Including DSA, works in there too. Xbox we've got as well. It's very new though. I don't have an Xbox myself, so it's been set up by Firefly, who has got access to it all, but I'm not actually on there at the moment. That comes later once we have a lot more subs, and then I definitely have to be across all 3 platforms. So far I'm on 2. The easy swap will charge stuff make a difference to overall DPS. Yes, because it will improve your chances of off balance when you fire off that wall of elements. Make sure that's on the back though, not the front. Off balance is key for that particular setup. And if it's a boss that can't go off balance, that's the only time you put the pet on. See this rock dude beside us, he can't go off balance, but the boss can. So Matt will be getting off balance ticks on the boss, and it'll be splashing onto this, which is why he dies so quick. Can't get to him because I can't manipulate a stone on the floor. This is going to hurt. Ooh, don't jump off. This mate been using None Honed for ages. None Honed is fine, but if you've got a charge, definitely swap it out for now. It's really, really good. On that particular build, by the way, don't let anyone get confused with that one. It's not a generalized trait choice. That's for that build specifically. And there's a red guild called Firefly that I really want to invite for. Red? There is? No way. Yeah, the leader of Ninja Cakes, his name's Firefly000. He set the guild up for the stream. This is gonna hurt. Dodge roll. It's not on me. Really got wrecked. One second. On that synergy as well. Oi! He's just a target skeleton now, it's all he's got left. Oh god, I'm miles away from it. I wonder why I'm not getting a heal. Heal is dead. Shit. It's gonna hurt. Finish him. He's dead. Nope. Yes! You remember him from my AD days like a year ago. Nice, no way. Small world. infuriating shield. Don't even know what helmet I picked up, to be honest. Reinforced, of course. That might explain why my bags are full again. I've got loads of shoulders on me I don't need. Ah, this weapon used to be so cool. They never used to be part of sets. It was just a named weapon. Leveled up with some of those. How does Zos justify cliff stride as being 100% non-avoidable? Non-reflectable if lava whip or ambush were like that, we'd never hit the end of it. Chains are non-avoidable. I'll take the neck. I don't think I got one. Any Vulcan Scoria, my old enemy. Yep. He used to be a lot harder than now. Although we've killed him a lot, so kind of know what to expect. Really dislike this Warden move, don't you? You can't dodge chains, and you're not going to be able to dodge, well, if it comes through from the PTS, of course, you're not going to be able to dodge the Stone Fist either. No, chains won't pull them if they're already CC'd, but they can't dodge it. It's not dodgeable. It will still hit them and it will still do damage. Awesome. We'll jump on normal. Dungeon finder specific. So out of curiosity, after charged lightning phase, sword plus second rest. Anything. Anything you like. If it's not going to give you increased status effect, it doesn't really matter. Oh, he's got to get the pledge. Okay. Baz is taking a sneaky shortcut. Glad I can't see a thing. This is a little bit sneaky. Just skipped everything. Well, all the ads to start with. That was nuts. Hunt continues. I'm gonna head off. Good luck with the rest of the stream. Hopefully I'll see you again tomorrow. See you later, everybody. From Mike. Thank you very much indeed. Beer and cake in the chat when people enter or leave. It's the rules. Uh-oh. Finally patch downloaded and stream came back. Did you lose the internet or what? There's the cake. Can't get up there. You hate magic used in general, Destro, ulti, cliff, striders, backlash, crystal frags, I hate it all. Mages can bite my shiny ass. Sounds like you've been in PvP. There's a lot of that. Can't hit him. Oh, he's dead. Explains a lot. Just been doing storyline Clockwork City. Nice. It's a good way to level up caltrops. Leveling it up or getting access to it. In general, if you're just trying to level it up, just kill stuff and have it on your bar when you get XP, just like everything else. Actually getting the AP to be able to unlock it, I Zerg surf. Find a big group and follow them. Wait, get off. I have all my character slots unlocked and filled. My only staffs are on Frost Tank and Nightblade Healer. Fair enough. Ollie, how you doing? Uh-oh. I can't see. Bloody trees. $40k gold layer, level 40 alchemy. Oh yes, nice. 40k is a lot. I got a guide on the channel for that. You can level it really, really fast. Hate them when they get a shield on them. You have to remind me. Had to buy every piece of script jelly and spider. Script jelly costs so much. Farm it. You don't have to buy it. If you go to Darkshade Caverns, you just kill scribs when you first go into the dungeon. Then just go in again and keep killing them. You get them for free. Had that. What happened? Ninjas. So since I missed it, are you doing this on normal or vet? We did the vet pledges. We're doing this one on normal. To get it out of the way. Whoops. You made a guild. You did? Difficulty. Joseph, there's normal and vet difficulty. The last two dungeons we did on veteran, this one we did on normal. Yeah, not for everybody. Some people aren't as experienced as others. We've got to get Matt some more CPs before we throw him in on a vet. Falkreef. I just realised how many PVE players have shit trying to invite people. There's a lot of PVEs. Oh, have quit, I see. Yeah, a lot have. Oh, not necessarily quit. A lot of them have gone to Destiny for a while. They've said they're not coming back, but they will do because it's going to be short-lived. A lot of people are nearly done with it already, which is surprising. Whoops. Not tried it, to be honest. A little bit early, never mind. Oh, maybe not. I'm not experienced, I'm just a glutton for punishment. Very good, very good. Yo, Webby, how you doing? Webby's up late. Oh, of course, you've been playing Destiny a lot, haven't you? Uh-oh, David and Webby war is going. Here it comes. Cannibal, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Uh-oh, I nearly ran into the monitor. Don't do that. Ow. Here comes Red Bull. Literally have work from 4 AM. How dare you say where he's up late? Work from 4 AM. So you got to start working 3 hours. You're up early then. Straight into stone. Five minutes before you have to eat again. Good job, I got buff timers. Thank you. 6 minutes, actually. I wonder if it can stand in this. Apparently so. Get through his shield. He's got to be dead. There you go. I just stay awake the whole way through and then sleep when I get home. Makes me able to watch the stream. Ah, fair enough. Bring him now, and I really don't want that. Bloody hell. That, on the other hand, is quite shiny. Favorite thing is when you run behind the pillar and your hair doesn't make it and you get wrecked by the shout. That does happen, you're right. Oh shit, he's trading it. I thought he wanted it. I'll take it. You watch him offer me 1 gold instead. Peace out. Got to be an adult. Fair enough. Whatever that means. Let's go get these keys. $50k gold, yeah. Who was it who had that? Undead, wasn't it? He was after Celine's helmet and a member in his group wouldn't part with it for less than 50k. Disgusting. Did you notice any Munda stones in Clockwork City? Laying around? No, I just bought them off the market and put them in the house. I think I covered about 95% of Clockwork City. And I definitely didn't see any Munda stones. I doubt they'll be there. Normally in DLCs you don't have Munda stones. Since you just floated across my screen, you know well, I'm super excited about the fact I can turn off PvP announcements. I hate them. Yeah, that's true. It's going to be really good. That makes divines absolutely obsolete. No it doesn't. How does it make them obsolete? You can still use the Munda stones from elsewhere, or you can just, if you're on PTS of course, you can just buy them from the store in your house. The crowns don't actually get taken from your account. It's only on PTS. Lava skin out yet? Not yet. Ah, you called yourself Daedric Prince. How you doing, Adam? I have to call you Daedric from now on, I guess, though. Welcome to the stream. Did you see what garbage we get from the chests? Let's get rid of this first. Got no room. One impen of that, all that. All well fitted those. Or a blue ring, got a purple one already.
I love Willies. Drinks all around.
Great Paul, and thank you very much for subscribing. Captain Jack is on the rum. Welcome aboard. Haven't got a house yet, so that's something I need to do tomorrow. Oh, I see. On PTS, you can just buy the houses. They're only 1 crown each. And the crowns aren't real. You can just use them and then log out and log back in. You get them back again. Sturdy Kenner. Don't want that. Could roll the dice on that one once more. But I have to go for a while. I'll be back later. No worries, Matt. See you in a bit. Beer and cake in the chat for Matt. Let's have some of this. Oh, God. Good trait, but don't want it. Not bad. How many Lord Warden will you get? Oh, yeah, of course. Should we try for one? Oh, I've run out. Had like 4 the other day out of 6 keys, which was stupid. Social group. Whoops. To make some pots. Whoops. I'm out of work in accounting when I am working. I was going to say, how are you up until 5? No sleep. That's how he's up. Andy, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Pretty good, pretty good. Ryan wants amber plasma jewelry. Let's do it. There's the beer, there's the cake. So David tanked for us yesterday. He did? On what? What did you do? Oh, Mazatan, did you do vet or normal? Pay attention, you Daedra, it's never the same twice. Guess what I've been doing? You've been in Maelstrom. Yep, yep. Didn't know the Zalnir mech. Oh! You have to pick up, I'll show you. We're gonna go in there anyway. I kicked ass, that's what I did. I don't doubt it, Dave. I don't doubt it. Now you're getting grief. Okay, let's go do Ruins of Mazzacrap. Whoops. Still stuck on last boss of Ice stage. He's a pain in the ass for most people, to be honest. You'll get it. Finished building my stamp sort Khajiit the other day, but I can't get any higher than 19k DPS. I'm struggling with rotations as I'm too used to playing with a mag blade. Yep, that will happen. Switching from one to another is pretty tricky to start with. Really can tank me DPS. Sweet, that works. Disband, it's easier because we're still in a group. Find a group. Social group. Leave. Best thing I've ever seen. Then he just puts in chat, I don't know the mechs for this. Social, guild, roster, Ryan, invite. We'll get Baz when he logs back in, and then we'll grab Reedy and we're good to go. We'll do a vet Mazzaton. Marzipan. Not even sure what the rotation is. If you have a build that is not yours and it's taken offline, I'd probably stick as close to the one you demonstrated as possible. But if it's your own, kind of make one up and try and make sure that all the abilities slot in together so they don't run out for too long. Yo, Kick, how you doing? Baz isn't in yet. Oh. Apparently he's already in a group. I came to the conclusion that the wonky tube backer is what we need to call the Minotaurs in Bloodroot and Falkreath because they sound like Chewie. Ah, there he is. Realised though that ads spawn on bosses help. They do. Ah, you didn't realise that. Okay. I'm going to try and simulate the arena real quick and show you how to do it. Or an easier way to digest it, I guess. Promote to leader. Let me just tell Bazzy's leader. You got crown. Okay. Argument's sake. We'll use that as a pad over there, that rock. This one here is the fish, is a rock, and so is that tree. If you start on the one with the wings, the winged boot, that pickup, get the boss down a little bit, be careful, he'll do a little bit of a shout and there'll be some ads spawn right there. You need to kill those before you upset the boss. So pace your DPS, kill the ads, let them come to you if you have to, get rid of them, then push the boss so he jumps. When he jumps, run over to the other pad where the health sigil is, the one with the cup. Then do the same again, get rid of the ice, Wraith, whatever her name is, I can't remember, the Nerid. Kill the two ads that come from the right. Same again, on the right hand side. And then push the boss to jump. Then on the last pad, pick up the two synergies, the shield and the axe, and nuke the pad. Just kill the boss, get him down. You will get ads as well, but try and survive and just burn him down. But on the other two pads, you have to really pace it. If you try and overburn to start with, you'll get overwhelmed with ads and you'll get screwed every time. made up of myself. It's automatons and VO because I like the sustain mainly, and I may even go road guard for even more sustain. Up to you. You probably won't need to though if you're putting in enough heavy attacks. You should be fine, but that's entirely up to you. Webby can barely carry his handbag kick. Don't mind him. Now it's just a case of what skills you're going to put on, Ryan, and try to make sure that any duration-based skills are reapplied just as they run out or just after. Or maybe just before, depending on what they are. Try and squeeze it all in. Make sure heavy attacks are part of your rotation, not just thrown in randomly to fill in gaps in your sustain, because otherwise you will have really fluctuating, I guess, DPS. It's got to be fairly clean. You can kill trash like that, but on bosses you want to make it quite consistent and have them as part of your rotation. Can't carry it because it's full of return packs for you, David. Too heavy. Wow! Save your insane ulties until the end. Yes, don't drop any ulties on that boss until the last pad. Also, don't let any trolls get away with it. If they try and smash a platform, you need to get them down quick, because otherwise you're screwed. Even if you start that round with the ultimate, don't use it. Save it until the end. Eric with the beer and the cake. How you doing? That's my main problem. I just throw heavies because I'm always running out of stam. Yeah. That's why you have to be careful. You might be overusing your skills and not using enough of your lights and heavies. So try and pace it out. Don't try and cram 10 damage abilities on. Try and put some for buffs, some for sustain, some for heals if you need them, all that kind of stuff. Try and stretch it out and then get a decent constant rotation with what you've got, where you can manage your resources and your damage at the same time. If you just slap on loads and loads of damage, you're going to run out real quick and you'll be squashy. Takes a bit of practice. Here we go. Hello, Lucky, with that boss. He stamped the last pad as I killed him. We both died at the same time, but Zos gave me a round. No way! Whenever I've ever had anything like that happen, they've always removed my pass and just made me start again. Boss, for fuck's sake, what happened? Oh, really declined. Gotten through a few rounds like that on Maelstrom. If you pass it, you pass it. Doesn't matter how you do it. If you die and the boss dies and the game lets you have it, congratulations. This is going to hurt. We should be fine. Baz on Sork. Looks so crazy different here than normal. Can you explain them? Yep. They're the same. It's just harder. See that, Lynn? Thank you very much for watching. Beer and cake in the chat. Good job. Baz is a wizard. Look at him. Gandalf's hungry half-brother. Don't think I can get up there. Nope. I think speed run will be pretty simple. So many shortcuts. Speed run's not too bad. In fact, any speed run, you just run. Even if you die, it doesn't matter. It still counts. Oh, come on. No, I won't let you up there. No, Baz, it's not going to work. Oh, nearly. No, this is stupid. We might as well kill him. Oh, there he is. We're all sneaking and we have a big shiny tank come running in. I've heard the vet skin from Azton is easiest to get. Easiest skin, but it's hard to get it. I don't know. Depends on your group, really. I guess so, out of the two. From this DLC, anyway, from the Mazatone one. Or the Hist one, sorry. Oh, we've got the boss here as well. Did he see that? Oh, no, we haven't. Just his health bar. Can't target the freaking things. This boss is really simple. Same as Stone Shapers. Not Stone Shapers. Oh, they are called Stone Shapers, sorry. And Stone Boss in Arthurian Archive. He has a mechanic that puts rocks in the air. He does that. There's a little jump. Then you see some rocks appear in the air. This space here. You just have to block. See those? Otherwise they knock you over. And that's it. Doesn't really do anything else. Okay, you can get stunned on purpose if you're careful. Like that, and then you can break and then can't be stunned again for 6 seconds. But that's risky. Only do that if you've got a good healer. And if you've got full health. If you haven't got full health, that's going to hurt. Tank needs to know what he's doing, especially Chillouts down there. Yep. No, we've got the skin. Yeah, it's fair. We've got a healer with Worm on, and Tank doesn't need it, and Baz definitely doesn't. So it's full out overkill. Ryan's really good though. We'll have to get a good group together for that skin when Vamp Wood Elf needs skin. He's the palest for fucking Tamriel. Indeed. Yo Cam, how you doing? I had that. Sept McGovern is going in at some point for a skin. Might try and join him. Do it. Get it done. You can do it in stages as well. You don't have to do it all in one run. Yep. Let's go for speed and no death at the same. Yeah, don't do them at the same time. This boss is a pain in the nuts. If you get the light and AoE on you, you need to look for the big dome and stand on the other side of it because he's going to charge it. I'll show you in a minute. Me. Oh, I can't move. Get on the other side of it. So he charges at me. Like a bull. Then the shield goes down. Otherwise that shield will kill, the guy will kill you. You can't harm him. And he keeps zapping the group. See, there's another shield over there. To the right. So whoever's got it, it's me again. Get on the other side of it. Boom, no shield. Make sure you do dodge roll just before he connects with you, otherwise it will hurt. I recommend Vamp for everything, Cam. Thank you for the guide, got me to Alchemy 50 now. Nice! You're more than welcome, no trouble at all. And congratulations, of course. Piece of cake. Teabag him. One with the warrior on him with the shadow and thief. And focus on weapon flat damage. Fair enough. Yeah, I use vampire and everything. Passive recovery and reduction to damage. Why not? Oh, those dudes over there. Those big shiny red ones. If they wind up a heavy attack, you need to get out of the way. They could charge it and they'll one-shot you. Shit, I showed my bro alchemy video, got to 50 in no time, and that's what I make money. So also thank you. You're welcome, dude, no worries.
I love winnings. Drinks all around.
NSC Cam, thank you very much for subscribing. Captain Jack is on the run. Welcome aboard. You have done Mazatun vet on vet to get skin. Yes, we're on vet now, but we've had the skin for a while. I think this has been out for nearly a year now, hasn't it? Was it last September this was out? That went quick. There's the cake. New people to the stream or anyone leaving gets cake and beer. Watch out for these stone shaper dudes. Or not. So have you ever had a Magsop bomber? I'm gonna do one. Don't like dual wield swords. Yeah, kind of. They're quite fun. Is the Runes of Mazatun skin the orange one? Orange as in loads of glowy splats all over you? Yes. This gets me every time. I can't get up there. I'm up. Makes a change. He did it. He did it. Uh-oh. Bloody stone shaper nearly killed me. And if I wasn't a vampire, that would have killed me. You don't actually have to kill these, they disappear once that thing gets dropped off anyway. No, Ryan got wrecked. No, we're not doing no death. We've done it before. We're just farming for purple jewelry. I think Ryan's after something. Ah, no, mud crabs. They're after you, Ryan. No, they're after me. Shit. Look at how they find somebody else and then they hit a completely different person. That's not me. I'm still hidden. So I haven't been on the stream much. Damn, Destiny 2 got me hooked. Stoutman, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Sorry, I was being a sneaky ninja there. Oh, wow. We have minions. They came through the door. These ones. You need to make sure you block these. Tank hasn't got it. Shit! Block's no good. Not both of them at the same bloody time. Welcome back, Reedy. AFK tank. I think the upcoming trait changing option is a good idea. At all, I'm spending even more time cleaning out inventories. Why not introduce a token system for sets and pick what you want? Oh shit, it's on me. I've actually been messing with it a lot on PTS. It's not that bad. It's actually really, really good at the moment. But of course, it's not finished. It's not live. There's still stuff to change. So who knows where they're going to go over. But so far, so good. Really, really cool additive to the game. Or addition to the game even. You keep dropping him. It's going to kill me. Nice. This one is going to be a pain in the ass. It's not out yet, Cam, but basically you just go to a transmutation station, I guess, or a transmute station, and you pick which weapon or armor you want to change. pick the trait, press the button, done. You just got to make sure you got enough crystals to do it. This was all on stream as well. I don't know if it was in there. You might have missed it actually. But lots of cool stuff. Wow, he's melting. Right, now he's invulnerable. He's going to spit on the floor. Let Baz let one of those go loose. No, you don't. Oh no, tank picked it up. Basically, he picks up the goo off the floor and you take it to that water thing over there. But while you've got hold of it, it will slow you down. And you can't really use your abilities because you don't have any resources to use them. When he charges you, however, oh shit, you can bash him and interrupt it. Invulnerable again. This stuff here. Look for the water first before you pick it up. Ah, you beat me to it. You just pick it up, you go really, really slow. He's going to charge me. Curtis Almond, thank you very much for subscribing. Captain Jack is on the run. Welcome aboard. Oh shit, he missed it. I got it, I got it, I got it. See, now he's not invulnerable anymore. You have to drop it off. We're going to have to do it once more. Bash him. Okay, last one. Wait for him to spit it on the floor. Don't pick it up right away. The reason you don't pick it up right away is because you need to see where it is. It's over there. So now you can get it and run. Also, if you let the guys on the chains loose, they'll go and kill the Wamasus or go and kill all the trolls and stuff. But let them go once per run. So when he's invulnerable, let one loose. When he's invulnerable again, let the next one loose. On the last one, you let the last one loose. If you let go of them all at once, you're screwed. Wait, no fear for you. This dungeon a few times, don't understand them, and I understand the mechanics, but what are Wamasu things used? Yeah, sorry, I was trying to go through that at the same time. There's 3 corners of the room where they are. One there, one here, and I think one there. Each phase, there's 3 phases where he's invulnerable. Each one, let one loose, and he'll go and kill stuff for you. You don't have to kill the Wamasu, he's friendly. You just have to kill the archer or the servant that's holding on to it. Stone Shaper. Heavy sack. This one's really simple. You match the calendar symbol with the right button and the guys in the cage don't die and you have to kill all the ads and you have to repeat it until they're all gone out. But if you do it wrong, then it kills them and they still get ads anyway, so there's no point. Hey guys, farming that amazing heme jazz stuff. Nope. Amber Plasm. Ryan's after it. Keep an eye on this dude, because if he uppercuts you, he's going to kill you in one shot. No achievement for not releasing a single WAM suit. There's a lot of achievements for that actually. There's one where only one person does the run. Long time ago since I did it, to be honest. Yeah, I don't get this part either. You get the ads no matter what you do. If you do it right, you get ads. If you do it wrong, you get ads. It should be if you do it wrong, you get the whole room all at once. Because once you've done it once and got there, block that. See, that would kill you. $25k steel tornado, thank you very much. Want a spear? Keeps disappearing. No, you keep them alive, and you get an achievement for it. So once you've got it done, you're never really going to do it again. Just join the stream. What are you running gear-wise? Hello, by the way. There you go, that one there. There's the video for it. That'll explain everything. Oh no, Ryan's down. Oh, he's up. There's liquid lightning as soon as you do. First of all, taking it will give you resources back if you have points in Undaunted, which you should have. And secondly, it does a burst of damage. Here you go. Look. There you go. Couldn't really see what it was because there was a Cyrodiil update in the middle of the screen. But it does area of effect damage. Why is that mage dude on me? And him. How do you time releasing the trigger on heavy attacks to more smoothly transitions to the next ability in your weaves? You can actually press the ability before your heavy attack is finished and it will fire off by itself. If you're talking heavy to a skill, heavy then skill, heavy then skill, you can just hold on to it. Then press the ability before it's finished, then let go and repeat. Animation cancelled. That's a flat answer, Webby. Excuse me. Many ways to animation cancel. Here's an example. Beast trap on the floor without actually casting it. And figure swap. You can do it with a bar swap. Or you can do it with a block. That was a fail. There you go. But that's a little more technical. I can probably show you that elsewhere, not necessarily in a dungeon. I do it in a dungeon, but I can't explain it while I'm doing it because it's quite quick. Yep, same for staves as well. Example, if you try and use a heavy attack on a lightning staff and you want to use an ability just after, say for example a shield. Start a heavy attack and before you've finished it, press on the shield. That will fire off when it's finished. He's melting. Get out of the way. As soon as he spawns, he has a nasty spin out when he gets out of the ground. Where's the boss? Oh, there you are. Where? Perfect. This mechanic, by the way, if one of you gets this, the team needs to illuminate it, so it's got yellow right instead of red. and tell you which one it is. Which is not working. They're not telling me where it is. Was it not firing off? It's going to be too late. They even told me where it is. Never mind, it's gone. Anyway, one of them usually throws a synergy just to tell me where it is, or they run over to it, which they didn't, so never mind. But we're covered anyway. It will reveal it basically, so you know which ones are hit. They're all dummies, apart from one. They did it for him. Thank you. Doesn't matter. Not so bad. We'll take that. Please tell me you got reinforced wonky Chewbacca. Okay, so you can queue up abilities. Yeah, you can queue up one. You can queue up one ability to apply at the end of your heavy attack with any weapon. Oh, impen, boo. Oh, well fitted. What the hell? I asked trying to time the double fireball with the Inferno stuff is already tricky. Oh, you mean the half wave? Yeah, that's tricky. Inferno attack seems to take forever. Yeah, it does take a long time. My better rotation, I only use light attack, weaving and sustain is good. Get 23k DPS on the Scalia, but I use weapon damage on jewelry instead of stam recovery, and heavy attack will get much more DPS. Light attacks do more damage on their own, but dual wield, you're doing 2 attacks, not 1, and you get stamina back. If you're not struggling with sustain, then you maybe not need to do it, but you should try and weave some in occasionally. Try and set yourself up a rotation that allows you to have a heavy attack in it rather than just using it when you're low. I mean, obviously take advantage of that if you run out for whatever reason, loads of dodge rolls or something, I don't know. Use it to get back your resources, but don't burst all your resources in one go and then heavy attack just to get it back. Have it working all as one, so your heavies are inside your rotation. Always hard mode for this. Pretty much that, except you get more adds and more health, and it's not that much more complicated. It's just the hits are harder, the boss has more health, the stone shapers are a real pain in the ass because they come in at certain stages if you take too long. I think what you're doing at the moment, Andy, is you're probably sustaining really well because you've got recovery glyphs, which means you probably won't run out. If you switch over to weapon damage, you are going to do a lot more damage, but your sustain will suffer. So you can either balance the two or go all out weapon damage and make sure you keep heavy attacks in there. Yeah, it's just a scroll web. You're missing between 500 and 600 weapon damage on you if you don't glyph your jewelry. 174 is it per glyph? You have 3 of them. Yeah, 174. What did I get actually? Medium impen, didn't I? That's not something like Crypto Hearts 2 with the damn ghosts. No, generally version 2 of the dungeons, the old ones, they have a mechanic that involves something like that, apart from a couple of them. I think Bogdan and Vulcan Scroll are different, but most of them have that type of mechanic. But version 1 is always a scroll, and the DLCs is always a scroll. You can swap them or recovery for weapon damage and use more heavy attacks. Yep, that'll work absolutely fine. On my mag sork, only level 18. I have 38k magicka, but my down blade's lucky to get 25, both no food. Would you recommend using infused larger pieces for extra stamina? You're being combat leveled, or whatever you want to call it. So your health, your stamina, your magicka, and all the rest of it on a lower level character is much, much higher than it would be when you actually get to that level. It's so that you can play the game with people of a higher level or higher CPs without you being too squishy in comparison. In fact, you have higher stats than them. We're going again. I didn't finish selling my stuff. 4 slots. What is this? Must be able to dump something. I'll get rid of that because I've already got loads of those. That'll free up some slots. Yeah, they call it balancing. That's not quite. They haven't balanced it at all. Because a lot of people make new characters up to level 20 just for those bonuses, because they're over top of max level players, and then you end up dueling what you think is a level 20, but he's actually got max CPs and he's tagged up to the arse. Square, what's going on? We are farming some stuff for Ryan. He's after Amber Plasm Jewelry. We just completed it once and we're going to do another one. Are there any passives in skill lines that increase max stamina, like mages with guild abilities increase max magic? Certain classes there are. Undaunted, yes, because that will improve it depending on what type of armor you're wearing. Whether you're wearing 1 type, 2 types, or 3. Also your CPs over 300 and over 600, I believe you get a bonus for both. Can't hit him. Oh, now I can. Yeah, if you're not at 300 CPs yet, I would highly recommend you get there, because you get quite a large bonus to your stats. Certain points in your CPs, that being one of them. Also, Cam, what I would definitely recommend, since I know how you play, I recommend you pick which one of your many characters you prefer and stick to it for a little while so you can get some more CPs, because at the moment you're stuck in that game of constantly leveling a 1 to 50 and you're not actually gaining any CPs at all. A lot of your time is being spent making characters rather than gaining those passive bonus points that you could be spending on the new ones once you get them. So where the hell did he go all the way over there? For example, instead of farming 10 CPs, which will inevitably make all characters stronger, you could be leveling a whole new character and wasting a little bit of time unnecessarily. Kind of try and stick to one for a little while just to boost them all, if that makes sense. Let my easy sort build up enlightenment and then smash up 20 points a day. That's also another one. Building up enlightenment is awesome, of course, if you're not playing. But if you don't play and only play during enlightenment, you could have probably leveled up quite a bit anyway during the time that you kind of held him there. It will take a long time if you only wait for enlightenment to build up. It'll be quick when you finally go back there for that one day, but it's not too consistent. Eventually it'll dry up and you will only get like 1 or 2 CPs for a full set of enlightenment for like a whole 5 mil. How many do you get now? Actually, that's probably incorrect. How many do you get?
I guided the first group back to the swamp.
Okay, so a full enlightenment will give you like 5 at a certain point.
I am here to rescue you. You sound surprised.
30ish if you do random dailies, random normals. Not after 300. It will slow down. And it will be even slower if you're on other characters that don't have champion points. Entirely up to you, but obviously your max stats across all characters are going to be affected if you don't get to that point first. You prefer 1 at 50 level and over CPs, to be honest. Yep, definitely understand that one. But you're going to have to get them if you want those points, that's the only thing. Are we sneaking or running or what? What's he doing? Are we pulling him or running? Oh, we're running. Okay.
We will bury you.
How long does enlightenment last once it's full? You consume it by gaining XP. Maximum enlightenment I think is somewhere between 4 and 5 mil, I'm not 100%. So, however long it takes to gain 4 or 5 million XP from it, and then it's gone until you next don't play for a while. Oh, it's a nice bonus, yeah.
Has broken her bonds.
Right. Why is it always me? Come on. Can't pick up the bloody spear, yes I can. Wow, Bazza to run miles. Oh shit, archers have primaried me. Thank you very much, archers. Oh no, the lightning bitch killed me instead. Builds up every 24 hours when you first gain CP level. Yep. And it only applies to characters that are eligible to gain CPs. 4.3 million, there you go. Just reached CP today, and that's where I started at. I don't know if that's max or not. I don't know. Not sure. Between 4 and 5 anyway, something like that. I'm not usually off long enough to fill it. Get up. Yes, it is. How you doing, Fox? Uh-oh, here they come. You could transfer gear across servers, remain on NA. It's alt my template and I want to use, whoops. Your magpie build on it, but I have to farm everything again. Yep, unfortunately you do. You can't just log into another server. All your stuff is left behind. I'm a kick-ass tank, but I got kicked from a normal dungeon by 400 CP people because I'm level 17. Why do people keep kicking people out of dungeons based on their level? Most of the 660s have only done one dungeon because it's spent most of the time in Skyreach. Skywatch even. Which one is it? Skyreach is Oridon, sorry. Skywatch is that one. Nope, wrong way around. I have to check this now, I'm getting tired. Skyreach. I've got more CP than... Yeah, I imagine you have. You can't tell that, can you? Because you can't see it on a lower character. But even then, you shouldn't be allowed to stay based on your CPs. You should be allowed to stay based on whether you play well or not. What can you do? You're not allowed with them unless you're max level. How are you supposed to level up then? Do you know what I mean? There's not much you can do. Oh, he's going to see us. I have 60k health with max CP and below 50. Nice. People between 400 and 500 are the greatest of all time. Webby's pimping himself. Aggro it and run away. I'm gonna get wrecked. Nah, you bastard! You pulled it and left me with it. Go! You suck. That's really dumb. If someone else aggro stuff, it's random who the mobs actually hit. But I can't go through the door now. Oh, I can. No, I can't, because it's... for fuck's sake. Of course. Can't even hit them. Fine. This is going to be a long night if that keeps happening. Can't get through the bloody door because it's decided that they want to hit me instead. Great. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Try again. Stupid broken. How are you stuck in the door? Ah, that's because you ran off with the mobs and left me. He's gonna have to reload. You could almost say you got trolled. I did. Are these gonna aggro us if I pick these guys up? Oh no, they can get up, cool. What are these fancy new green names? Oh, the sponsor button. You can sponsor the channel, and if you do, you're highlighted. Everyone can see your name above everybody else's. I've only made a tank so I can farm trial gear more efficiently. Tank shortage. Really? Well, there was quite a few tanks. Healer shortage, definitely. Oh, come on, break. Bash. Tank's got it. Baz got it. Oops. I don't see where the other one is. He's gonna take aim on him. No, you don't. All I know is DPS in this game are breeding like rabbits. Yeah, of course. Yeah, they are. We are a dying race site indeed. Bash him. Bash him. Got you, Baz. That was a control pad, nothing else. Shakes on the desk. Makes sense though, to be honest, for more DPS than others. Little do people know tank are most important. Most part is easier and DD in my experience unless you're doing VHOP. Depends. Some people struggle with it because they were taught to hold block forever. A lot of tanks don't actually know the mechanics, they just know where they're supposed to stand. So if it's a fight where they're going to struggle with stamina, a lot of them struggle. Yeah, that's why, Web, because of the permablock phase. Although you can still do it. The thing that keeps me from leveling a tank is that it's time consuming solo. It is time consuming solo unless of course you spam random dungeons, but getting into those to start with, as you just heard a minute ago, is tricky because they keep kicking people for being low level even if they're capable. They just kick them because they look at their level. And the ones that kick you, they'll be the ones screaming for a tank when you're max level. Luckily my tank is my main and I leveled him as a random character as doing quests, and I literally had no idea about Sept's DPS tank. Hang on, I'm reading while spinning. I feel I was missing out on a whole other game. Oh, okay. Yeah, this guy was leveled up as a tank to start with. My main was. Long time ago. Well, kind of. A bit of a mixture. So there was only 3 of us playing together at the time, so we were doing all the content with whatever we could pick up. Go into your options. Hello, by the way. Go into your options, go down to, where the hell is it? Gameplay, I think. Options. Gameplay, and there's 2 color swatches there, friendly and enemy, and you can change them to whatever you want. Shit. So when I was asking you ages ago to help me in the game, maybe like May or June, I hadn't been in a dungeon until about 200 CP. Nice! So you start seeing dungeons quite later on. It's probably a good thing, to be honest, because it's really hard to get into normal ones when you're low level without getting kicked out. So that would have just got frustrating to start with. Done vet dungeons with 90 CP, sorcerer healer, and help them through. They don't learn how important mechanics are in veteran if they don't get the chance to see. That's very true. People don't give them a chance though. Also, if they've been power leveled first and they just took level 1 to 50 in an afternoon and that's how they started the game, that's really tricky to tell them how to do anything in a dungeon because they've missed half the mechanics of the general way to play the game as far as your character is concerned. you got through Skyreach, but other stuff, familiar enemies, all those types of things, you missed them because you didn't do any content. That's kind of the danger. That's what can happen. And that spear. No, I'll take that one instead. Boss is on me. There's the spear. Before then I hadn't played the game since 2014. The vet levels came out. I remember doing the vet dungeons at vet 1 and they were evil. I need the thingy. Thank you. Communicated with jumps there. Your food will end in 3 minutes. I do have buff timers. Thank you. I needed that for the end really, but out of juice. Whoa! We should be able to do it before the time runs out. Oh shit. Boom, good night. I don't even go on my outs because of the passives. Oh yeah, passives are essential. You miss out on a lot of stuff. You get to the last level of your 1 to 50 and then you realise you're missing loads of skills and you have to go and grind them anyway. We did it before my food ran out. Ta-da! See, panic over. The actual people who grind their first characters. Yes, about 70% of new players. 1 to 50 in a day. If I was never kicked from a dungeon when trying out tank, but PC users may be more desperate for tanks, possibly. Didn't do vet dungeons on a regular until I started watching Zai because he actually takes time to explain stuff. Other people just yelled at me because I didn't know how to do this and that. Doesn't help. No, that doesn't help at all. What did I pick up? A weapon, which is rare. Don't normally get the weapons. Let me get a jewelry or something else. A two-hander in training. I don't want training, but I'll take the two-hander. I feel like your channel is going to get really big. It's growing pretty quick so far, so we'll see. When the Undaunted quests was so strange and there were like bronze and silver and gold. Oh, you remember that stuff? Bronze, silver and gold keys. And yeah, you weren't guaranteed a monster shoulder, sorry.
With rest and clean water, it may yet remember what it means to be a hiss. Thank you, friends.
Yes, victory for Himjaz. Victory for the Zuzahi. Sorry, the cheering can wait, I guess.
No, what's it called? No amber plasm. Ah, boo. Trying to get it for Ryan, but no luck. Right, I'm going to travel to my house, wherever the hell it is. Been on PTS too long. There we go. Yeah, it was different back then. I enjoy it a lot more now. Yeah, the RNG in the past was so bad. Like, I mean, it's really bad now because, let's face it, you never really get the traits you want. But that's selective. That's your choice, isn't it? I mean, if you wanted training, you probably wouldn't get that either. So depends what you're looking for at the time. But when they had it so monster helmets, sometimes a whole dungeon run of all 4 of you, none of you would get a helmet. It was really, really rare. I did Banished Cells 2 when I was Vet 1. I went all the way to Vet 14, I think, at the time. It was Banished Cells 2, and that's where the Jeff helmet dropped, More of the Inferno, and it took me 41 runs before I saw it. Now it happens all the time. You guaranteed them, so it's changed a lot. Chests as well, you'd go through 10 keys and get nothing out of the chest, whereas now you do get something, but the traits are crap. But that made a big change for farming because it was too much. Okie dokie, I'm about done. 3.5 hours in, I'm knackered and I need some food all at once. So thank you all very, very much for watching. I hugely appreciate the support. If you're not subscribing already, please do hit that button. It is free. Thank you for the generous donations, putting up with me for so long, and also for the 2 the new sponsors. New button today, got a couple sponsors. Thank you very much indeed. The new build is out for tomorrow afternoon, I think, about 3 o'clock. The Easy Tank, some new tips and tricks in there that aren't used elsewhere, so hopefully that will help as well. If you want to help support the channel outside of YouTube, there are some links in the description for Patreon, Facebook, Twitter, and the website XynodeGaming.com. Once again, good night everyone, and see you again tomorrow. Bye bye.
That the brothers on the rise now. Endless celebrations all in my house. Levitating now, I'm super duper fly now. London boy, but DC where I reside now. Put the time in while you always yelling time out. And for quit it, cause I know I'm coming with it. You were sitting, you were wishing I was handling my business. Now I got the ball like Harry Potter playing Quidditch. And my business so humongous, you would think that happens in it. Damn man, I'm all that, yeah, I'm all that. Working for that whip, yeah, that what you call that. I'ma blow up in the summer, have him yelling fall back. And I've always been ahead like an effing ball cap. Man, I came in the game like, whoa. Got a couple chains on me cause I like gold. They told me I'm the best and I told them I know. Cause when I'm in your town, every ticket I sold. Yeah, they saying I'm the man. Facts, bro. Lot of haters, tell me where they at though. I'm the new pop, all I do is rap though. Want me on your song, throw a couple stacks, yo. Woo! Everybody wanna do the same thing. That's why we ain't on the same page. Do my own thing, and I maintain. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. I'm going mainstream. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. Yeah, I'm going mainstream. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. I'm going mainstream. Mainstream. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. Yeah. I'm going mainstream. Damn. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. I'm going mainstream. water, so I'm going mainstream.